Premier League Leicester City vs Southampton prediction, team news, lineups preview. Two relegated Premier League teams merely playing for pride in the latter stages of the season square off at the King Power Stadium on Saturday afternoon as Leicester City play host to Southampton. The Saints are seeking revenge against the Foxes as they suffered a 3-2 defeat in the reverse fixture at St Mary's back in October when Jordan Ayew scored a dramatic 98th-minute winner. Match preview. Leicester's inevitable demotion was sealed at the hands of Premier League champions Liverpool a fortnight ago, and they have since suffered their 24th defeat of the campaign, going down 3-0 at Wolverhampton Wanderers last weekend. Soon-to-be departing club legend Jamie Vardy missed a second-half penalty as the Foxes failed to make the net ripple once again in a performance that simply wasn't good enough in the eyes of head coach Ruud van Nistelrooy, whose long-term future at the club remains uncertain. Leicester have now conceded a total of 49 goals in 21 PL matches under Van Nistelrooy, and if they concede at least one more on Saturday, it will be the joint second fastest a team has conceded 50 goals under the same manager in the division's history, level with George Burley at Ipswich Town, beaten only by Danny Wilson at Barnsley 19 games. The Foxes, who have also had fewer shots 299, fewer shots on target 98 and a lower XG tally 29.2 than any other team in the Premier League this season, sit 19th in the table with 18 points. 7 points ahead of basement club Southampton and 3 points behind Ipswich in 18th. Leicester return to the King Power this weekend, where they have lost each of their last 9 PL home games by an aggregate score of 22-0. The only team in the top 4 tiers of English football who has failed to score in 10 consecutive home matches are Wolves between December 1984 and April 1985. Southampton were on course to claim a morale-boosting win last weekend when they were leading 1-0 at home to Fulham. But the Saints were undone by a late fightback from the visitors, and a 92nd-minute winner from Ryan Sessegnon ultimately condemned them to their 27th Premier League loss of the campaign. The South Coast club have now dropped more points from winning positions than any other team in the Premier League this season, 28, while their 80 goals conceded is their most in a single league campaign since 1971-72, also 80. While they last shipped more goals back in 1967-68-83. Although Southampton have not won any of their 4 matches under the tutelage of interim boss Simon Rusk so far this season D2L2. The Saints are currently averaging more points per game under the 43-year-old this term 0.5 than they did under former managers Russell Martin 0.31 and Ivan Juric 0.29. Southampton, who have faced more shots 605, more shots on target 234 and have a higher XG against tally 78.8 than any other side in the Premier League this season, are seeking to avoid losing 4 consecutive league meetings against Leicester for the first time. However, defeat on Saturday would confirm their place at the foot of the Premier League this term. It would represent the 3rd time they have finished rock bottom, also 2004-2005 and 2022-23, the joint most of any team in the division along with Sunderland 2002-2003, 2005-2006 and 2016-17. Team news. Leicester trio Facundo Buonanotte concussion, Bobby de Cordovarede and Ricardo Pereira, both muscle, were all forced off in the defeat to Wolves. The former two will join Abdul Fatah knee and Steffi Mavididi muscle in the treatment room, while Pereira will be assessed ahead of kickoff. Van Nistelrooy has confirmed that goalkeeper Mads Hermansen will miss the rest of the season after undergoing surgery on a groin problem. So Jakub Stolarczyk is set to take his place between the sticks. James Justin is expected to replace Pereira at right back and could be joined in the back 4 by Wout Faes, Connor Cody and Luke Thomas. while Wilfred Ndidi and Boubakary Somer are the most likely duo to link arms in centre midfield. In the absence of Buonanot, 15-year-old starlet Jeremy Munga will be pushing to make his first senior start. But Casey McAteer and Jordan Ayew may be preferred to start out wide as Bilal El Khanis operates as a number 10 behind Vardy up front. As for Southampton, Albert Grandbeek Achilles and Charlie Taylor hip are both ruled out. But Paul Onuachu has returned to training and is available for selection after missing the defeat to Fulham with an ankle injury. Rusk has a decision to make over whether to stick with Ross Stewart up front or recall either Onuachu or Cameron Archer. While he will also weigh up whether to start in-demand attacker Tyler Dibling, who has begun as a substitute in each of the last 3 games. Mateus Fernandes and Kamaldeen Sulemana may continue in the final third. Though, while the rest of Rusk's first 11 could remain intact, with Flynn Downs and Leslie Ugochukwu likely to get the nod to start in centre midfield, leaving William Smallbone and Joe Aribo to begin as substitutes once again. Leicester City possible starting lineup: Stolarczyk, Justin, Cody, Faze, Thomas, Ndidi, Somer, McAteer, El Khanis, Ayew, Vardy. Southampton possible starting lineup: Ramsdale, Harwood Bellis, Bednarik, Stevens, Walker-Peters, Downs, Ugochukwu, Manning, Fernandes, Sulemana, Stewart. We say, Leicester City 1-2 Southampton. Both teams are unsurprisingly down in the dumps and are keen to restore a sense of pride in their remaining fixtures. Leicester can also complete the Premier League double over Southampton for the first time since 1999-2000 if they collect maximum points this weekend. However, it is difficult to ignore the Foxes' miserable home form. While there have been signs of improvement, albeit very minor ones, in the last couple of games from the Saints, who we are backing to come out on top and subsequently avoid equaling Derby County's record low points tally 11. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.